All right, guys, let's go ahead and review how to actually get started finding great people on Upwork.com. So in order to do this, you first need to create an Upwork account. I'm not going to go through that. It's pretty straightforward. But really what we're going to do here is after you've created an account, I'm just going to show you what an example job listing looks like. And then we're going to create a test one so you can just see how that works. So this is a job that I've used many times. I'm calling it data lead enrichment. And lead enrichment, just so you know, a lot of times that's when you have a piece of data, like maybe a company name, and you want to have somebody else go and find particular information like the name of the person that you're looking for at that company and their contact address. So additional details about a lead. And so you can see that is the title. I'm paying these people hourly. I'm looking for entry-level people. And the details of this job is as follows. You can copy this exact template. I have an ongoing list of companies I'm looking to find specific people at with certain job titles and their contact information using tools I provide them and then add them to a spreadsheet. This is an ongoing job where I'm looking to build a long-term relationship if the work provided is high quality. And I have highlighted skills, data entry, lead generation, and internet research. Important things to note about this is that I make sure to let them know this is an ongoing job. So this could be a steady paycheck for somebody if you do a good job. And also that using tools that I provide for them. I mentioned that I tend to give people my LinkedIn account or some other type of login that they can log in and use. If that is the case, you should make sure to let them know that you're going to be providing them tools. And the other tools are really just things I linked to in that blog post. Additional information. You will be asked to answer the following questions submitting a proposal. What past project or job have you had that is most like this one and why? Do you have any suggestions? You don't really have to include this, but it's just important to know. And you can just kind of see of different prices that I've paid for this. So somewhere between $4 and $5 an hour. So you can kind of get a sense of what you're looking at for this type of work. Now, in order to actually invite people to this job, which we'll talk about in a second, you're going to have to first create the job. And what's cool is after you've created that job, you can just use it again over and over again, but we're going to just do one from scratch. So I'm going to call this lead enrichment, finding people and contact info. And I can literally just paste this exact thing because that's really what I'm looking to do, right? And maybe yours is going to be a little different, but you're just going to pick a few sentences where you're going to tell somebody, hey, I want you to find these people or these companies on a certain website. I'm going to give you the tools and you can have this be an ongoing job. Attaching a file, maybe you need to do that. I like to, if I need to send somebody like a file, once you start a job, you will be able to be in a messaging environment with these people. So you don't have to do this. For example, let's say you have a huge spreadsheet that you already want people to do work for you in. You don't have to include this in the job title. This is more, just a way to show what you might want, but you don't have to actually give people anything to be done here. And then I like to, even if this is one time, I like to do ongoing project because I want the best people who want recurring work. And generally, I would like to start off with hiring one freelancer, even if you're trying to hire multiple, just because you want to get this right one time with one person before you scale the process out. In terms of skills needed, generally, I like to search lead generation, data entry is a good one. Research is another good one. Internet research, especially. And I mean, those are the main ones. I like to pay by the hour because a lot of times I like to scale up and scale down. If you have a job with a certain, just maybe it's, I need these 50,000 companies info in them and that's it. You can set a fixed price. I generally like to pay by the hour to understand what I'm getting at what rate. And then even after that, you can adjust for a fixed price. And on this lead generation stuff, generally, entry level is going to be fine for you. And depending upon your job and whether you really want to build a machine, I generally like to pick, above 3 months. So 3 to 6 months or more than 6 months. And this is kind of like, a sense of what scale you like. Again, this is something that you're going to have to define, but maybe we'll start off on less than 30 hours a week, and you can just find you can define different criteria here. I generally like to just go and find people, so I don't necessarily want to do this yet, but there's more screening you can put in here if you really, really want that. And then from here, what you're going to do is post a job. Looks like I forgot to add a category. You can, lead generation is a subcategory of sales and marketing. Alrighty, and let's see if I can get it to work now.